Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. Today I have a disc review for you guys, and the disc we're looking at is the Innova Rhyno. If you're brand new to my channel, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget guys, use discount code GLADIATORDG at otbdiscs.com for free shipping. The Innova Rhyno's flight numbers are 2 speed, 1 glide, 0 turn, and 3 fade. Something that both discs have, but I'll just talk about the Rhyno here, is kind of a thumb track. And I like it. It's not as pronounced as something like the Kastaplast Berg, but there is a little bit of a thumb track there. If you're more familiar with Discraft, they have a thing like the Banger GT. They do have a Buzz GT, a groove track, which is significantly more divoted in the flight plate of the disc. This is just more of a raised shoulder and to the flight plate. So it's not overly noticeable, but you can definitely feel it in your hand. And I really like that for my controlled approach shots. I like feeling like I'm holding on to something when I'm going. So I love that little raised shoulder. The Innova Pig has it as well. The difference between those two is that the Pig is beadless, the Rhyno has a bead, and I love the bead on it. I've held a Pig before, very, very similar to a Rhyno, if not literally the same exact thing minus the bead, is how I view it. So really, it's just all about preference. If you like the bead, you'll love the Rhyno. If you don't like beads, but you want a brick in the wind, you'll love the Pig. But this is about the Innova Rhyno, so let's talk about that. So the Innova Rhyno, like I said, is an overstable putt approach disc. I wouldn't actually putt with this disc whatsoever unless I had some serious headwinds. And that's really what it's great for when my KC Pro Rocks might turn over in the wind, and I'm not trying to worry so much about distance, but I'm worrying more about control, staying in the fairway, hitting my approach to get inside the circle, give myself a look for the putt. I can trust this to not turn in the wind and to fade. So that's one reason why I love the Rhyno. The other reason that I love the Rhyno is that as great as it is for backhands, I love it even more for forehands. Now I will say, these are just the two that I have in the bag. I've had other champion Rhynos before. I've lost one and aced with the other that's hanging on my wall. The champion does tend to have a little bit more dome in the flight plate, which I don't necessarily love, but it doesn't bother me too much with the forehands. What I love about this versus forehands with the Berg is that this isn't nearly as tall. I can do softer shots with it, where the Berg, I felt like it just hung on my finger for too long when I was trying to do soft forehands. The DX, I will say, has a little bit flatter flight plate than the champion. And so I feel comfortable forehand, backhanding both of them, just kind of depending when I'm feeling. If I'm needing a tick more overstability, I'll grab this one. But yeah, that's basically what I use it for. Headwind approach shots or just regular approach shots. If I have a tailwind, I'm definitely grabbing the DX and not the champion, because a tailwind makes a disc more overstable in its flight. Even though it'll push it more, it's gonna make it fade quicker and with a more steep hyzer than a disc normally would. So tailwind, I would use my DX for sure. Might even use this in the headwind, just depends on how strong. We have right now there's a headwind coming at me as I'm talking this way. Hopefully it's not messing with the mic too much. So when we're throwing, we're actually gonna be having a little bit of a tailwind. And so you'll see more flight out of the DX. As I've been warming up here, I've had more flight out of the DX than the champion, just because it's more beat in. And I've noticed a little bit of a uptick in glide as I beat this DX Rhyno in. So that's been really cool to see. But yeah, that's basically the Innova Rhyno. I do strongly recommend it. It's a disc I had in my bag for about a year. Took it out because I was throwing the Berg, and then I went back to the Rhyno for multiple reasons, but the number one reason is that I just absolutely love this disc. So enough of me talking, let's go ahead and let's throw these Rhynos. I hope you guys found this disc review super helpful. The Innova Rhyno is a staple in a lot of pros bags, and there's a reason for it. It's a great overstable putt approach disc that isn't going to turn on you, even really when it's beat in. I mean, you have to throw it into some crazy headwind and really more of a crosswind to get it to just turn and never come back. So a lot of pros throw. I know Calvin Heimberg throws it, Greg Barsby throws it, and a couple other guys, but those are the two that come to mind. It's an excellent putt approach disc when you're looking for that overstable slot. I strongly recommend it. I found a lot of success with it. I've even aced with one before, so obviously I'm going to be a little bit partial about that. But anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure you try out the Innova Rhyno, and if you're unsure if it's a disc that you're looking for, try it out in the DX Plastic. It's only like $8 or $9 brand new. Try it out. Let me know what you think. If you don't throw the Rhyno, which I know a lot of people don't, let me know what you throw. I know a lot of other companies have some great overstable putt approach discs, and by no means am I saying that this is the only one anyone should consider. There are some great ones out there. So I'm just interested, what do you throw if you don't throw the Rhyno? And if you do throw the Rhyno, let me know how long you've been throwing it, what you love about it, and if you've aced with it before. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Until next time, have a great round.